Hey, Uncle Bob here with Fly Fishing Mythbusters. I know the lighting kind of sucks, but I ain't gonna spend money on stuff like that. Um, I've been thinking about my channel, and it's kind of a mixed bag, and I haven't necessarily been that focused on how to structure things. So I kind of want to do a review here about what I can do for you as a fisherman. And there's really categories here. So if you are an experienced fly fisherman, but intimidated by the idea of going and fishing the San Juan in New Mexico, which is probably the most technical fly fishing water in the country, I'm your guy. I'll show you why. I can teach you how to tie tiny midges, put them on these cards already with tippet, right? Because if you go to the San Juan with your size 16s and your size 14s, you know, the flies that you either bought or tied, you are going to be sorely disappointed because at the San Juan, right, it's size 22 and smaller. So I got all that worked out. Just identify yourself to me and ask me a question about indicators, drop shotting, even some location stuff, because you want to go check the San Juan off your bucket list and catch a lot of fish doing it. I'm your guy, because that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years, 15 years. But now, because I don't want to drive 12 hours, I don't want to have to get accommodations, I don't want to wade on slippery rocks. I just don't. I'm just too old for that. And I don't want to buy an out-of-state license, right? I'm now a carp fisherman. And the reason I'm a carp fisherman is because doing all that stuff, driving, flying, and whatever to catch trout like this, when I can catch carp like this, 5 minutes from home, okay, that's what I want to do. And so that brings us to flarping. And so this is the flarping glow bug hair rig. And I actually used just these really cheap snailed hooks that I don't even know where I bought them. I think it's probably 20-pound mono already snelled in here. So I put on my hair, which is Dacron, and I tied in my glow bug. And I thought this was going to bug me, but it doesn't. It turns out I can wrap, right? And it just kind of kicks out of the way. And so this is a really cheap way to buy your hooks. These are actually bait holder hooks. I don't know where I bought these, but Walmart, you probably buy these, 6 for $2, maybe 10 for $2. I don't know. But this will make a good hair rig, right, for flarping. And the reason the glow bug yarn is on here is I make a juice that I put on there. And since I started making a cinnamon juice, I think my hookup rate has gone way up. So that's flarping now. Flarping implies that you want to buy a fly rod. You're probably just getting into fly fishing, or you're like me, you have fly rods and you're not gonna travel to the coast or hire a guide or get in a drift boat and spend all that money because you're just gonna stay in the neighborhood and catch carp. I'm your guy. This means you're going to use a fly rod, okay? But there's actually a third category, and that's the spin fishermen, right, who want to get into carp fishing, again, because it's close. But when they go to like YouTube and they look at carp fishing, they're just inundated with all these videos of these guys in Europe and England, right? And it is so flipping complicated. When they tie a hair rig, right, they've got all these little rubbery, sleevey, strip the coating off this thing that you have to buy. Just insane. But if that's who you are, you don't even need a vise. If you just want to make hair rigs, bait them with deer corn, I can quickly show you how to use a nail knot tool to make my nail knot hair rig, and you're good to go. As long as you can get some deer corn, which probably isn't too hard, and maybe in an Instapot. You got to boil this stuff, right? You're good to go. Spin fisherman, you're good to go. You have a hair rig, it's baited, cast it wherever you want. Chum and cast, chum with, any way you want. I don't know. For this one, the little ponds, I just chum with my hand. So that's kind of a mix, right? This is spin fishing, right? This is fly rod, but not really traditional fly fishing. And I'll use this other vise to show it. And this is the San Juan. So if you're any of those types, ask a question. I'll direct you to a video that I probably already made, or I'll make one for you. Now, I'm debating whether I should invite people to fish with me. And I got to tell you right now, it would be just one person. I don't want to do a group thing, but I got the gear that if somebody wants to learn how to fish for carp and buffalo in big lakes, send me a private message. I'm in the Dallas area, right? If you want to spin fish, use spinning gear, but this could be a bait caster. As long as you can throw 50 feet, that's all you need to be able to do. Sure, we can fish together. I don't want groups, I told you that. Now, as far as the San Juan, I'm done going. You'll have to do that on your own, but I can tell you how. All right, happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye. And we'll see if anybody watches this. But if they don't, I don't care.